Stop everything you're doing right now. If in the last few months you started feeling like something inside you has completely shifted, like everything that used to make sense now feels empty. You cry for no reason, you want to disappear, or you feel a void you can't explain. You are not going crazy. You are having a spiritual awakening. And right now you are still doing 6 things that every awakened soul must stop immediately, or you will delay your awakening by years. I'm living proof. Stay until the end because number 4 will break your heart and number 6 will change your life forever. If you feel this video found you for a reason, comment right now, I am awakening, so I know your family. Let's dive right in. The first thing you must stop doing is ignoring your intuition. That little voice, that gut feeling you keep pushing aside. That's your higher self, your spiritual guide trying to lead you. For years, I ignored it. I made decisions based on logic, on what other people thought was right for me. And it led me straight into a life that felt like a cage. When you start awakening, your intuition gets louder, almost like a scream. Stop treating it like background noise. It's your compass pointing you toward your true north. Start small. If you have a gut feeling about taking a different route to work, do it. If you feel an urge to call an old friend, pick up the phone. Trusting these small nudges builds the muscle, so when the big, life-altering decisions come, you'll be ready to listen. Second, you have to stop seeking validation from people who are still asleep. This one is tough. When you start to change, when your priorities shift from material things to inner peace, the people around you might not get it. They might call you weird or selfish, or tell you that you've lost your mind. They're projecting their own fears onto you. Trying to get them to approve of your journey is like asking someone who never tasted salt to describe the ocean. It's impossible. Your validation has to come from within. It has to come from how you feel, from the peace you're cultivating, from the connection you're building with the universe. Surround yourself with people who lift you up, even if that means your circle gets smaller for a while. Your energy is precious. Don't waste it on trying to win over an audience that isn't ready for the show. Number 3, and this is a big one, stop resisting the uncomfortable emotions. The awakening process isn't all love and light. It's messy. It's a deep cleanse of your soul. Old traumas, suppressed anger, deep-seated grief. It's all going to come to the surface to be healed and released. Your first instinct might be to numb it, to distract yourself with work, with scrolling, with anything to avoid feeling the pain. But what you resist, persist. These emotions are not your enemies. They are messengers. Sadness is telling you what you've lost. Anger is showing you where your boundaries have been crossed. Allow yourself to feel it all. Cry, scream into a pillow. Journal it out. By allowing these emotions to move through you, you are letting them go. You are making space for joy, for peace, for the authentic you to emerge. All right, we're at number 4, and please listen closely. You must stop romanticizing your past. When the present feels confusing and the future is uncertain, it's so easy to look back at the good old days. But were they really that good? Or are you just remembering a version of yourself that felt safer because you didn't know what you know now? That person you were, they were operating on a different frequency. They made choices from a place of fear or lack or societal conditioning. Holding on to that version of your life, that version of you, is like trying to wear clothes you outgrew years ago. They just don't fit anymore. It's okay to have fond memories, but don't live there. Your past was a lesson, a life sentence. Thank it for the wisdom it gave you and then let it go. Your power is in the present moment. This is where you create your new reality. Number 5, stop consuming low vibrational content. Think about what you feed your mind every single day. The news that's designed to keep you in a state of fear. The gossip that thrives on judgment and negativity. The social media feeds that make you compare your life to a curated illusion. All of this is junk food for your soul. When you're awakening, your sensitivity is heightened. This low vibrational energy affects you more than you realize. It clogs your spiritual channels and keeps you stuck in lower states of consciousness. It's time for a digital and mental detox. Unfollow accounts that make you feel bad. Turn off the news. Be intentional about what you read, watch, and listen to. Choose content that inspires you, that teaches you, that raises your vibration. Your mind is a sacred space. Start treating it like one. And finally, number 6, the one that will change everything. You must stop waiting for a sign to start living your purpose. You are the sign. The fact that you are feeling this shift, this deep yearning for more, this discomfort with your old life, that is the sign. Your purpose isn't some grand mythical treasure you have to find at the end of a long quest. Your purpose is to be you. Your authentic, unfiltered, fully expressed self. It's to share your unique gifts with the world. Maybe that's through your art, your kindness, your ability to make people laugh, or your passion for healing. Stop thinking you need another certificate, more money, or someone's permission. You are ready now. The universe is not waiting for you to be perfect. It's waiting for you to be brave. Take that first small, imperfect step today. That's all it takes to align with your soul's path. Thank you for staying with me. If this resonated, you know what to do. Share this with someone who needs to hear it. Don't forget to subscribe for more guidance on this beautiful, wild journey. You are not alone. Hey, if you're watching this, I want you to know you're not alone. I've received over 47,000 messages from people saying the exact same thing. I can't pretend everything is okay anymore. I can't stand being around certain people. I feel like I don't belong to this world anymore. If that sounds like you, then this message is meant for you. What you're experiencing is real and it has a name. 89% of awakening souls go through the exact same 6 phases of detachment. I'm about to show you. No fake spiritual fluff, just the raw truth of this journey. If this video helps you even 1%, do this now, like, subscribe and turn on notifications. I post new videos every Tuesday and Thursday at 7 p.m. Let's begin. The first phase is what I call social filtering. Suddenly, small talk feels unbearable. You're at a party or a family gathering, and the conversations feel incredibly shallow. It's not that you're being judgmental. It's that your energy can no longer match that frequency. You start craving depth and authenticity. You'd rather be alone in silence than surrounded by noise that means nothing. This is the first sign your soul is asking for more meaningful connections. You're not being antisocial. You're becoming more selective about where you invest your precious energy. Phase 2 is energetic intolerance. This is a physical feeling. You might walk into a room and instantly feel drained or agitated. Or you're talking to a friend who is constantly complaining and you feel your own energy plummet. This is your intuition becoming razor sharp. Your body is literally telling you this person or this environment is not aligned with you right now. You start to recognize that some people, even people you love, operate on a frequency of drama or negativity that you can no longer sustain. It's a physical rejection of low vibrational energy. Then comes phase 3, redefining your tribe. This one can be tough. As you filter your social circles and become intolerant of certain energies, you'll notice your friend group shrinking. People you've known for years might start to drift away. The invites stop coming. It can feel incredibly isolating, like you're being left behind. But what's really happening is that you're making space. You're clearing out the old to make room for the new. You're creating a vacuum for your soul family to find you the people who get you without you having to explain yourself. This phase requires trust. Trust that the universe is not punishing you, but preparing you. Phase 4 is the shedding of identity. You start questioning everything you thought you were. Your career, your hobbies, your style, even your long-held beliefs. It's like the person you see in the mirror is a stranger. You might feel lost, thinking, if I'm not this, then who am I? This is the caterpillar and the chrysalis stage. The old you is dissolving. It's uncomfortable because our ego loves labels and certainty. But this detachment from your old identity is crucial. It's about letting go of the shoulds and supposed to, so your authentic self can finally emerge. Next is phase 5, the pull towards nature and solitude. You find more comfort in a walk through the woods than in a crowded mall. The silence of your own company becomes a sanctuary, not a punishment. You start to feel a deep connection to the earth, to animals, to the sky. This is your soul recharging. Nature operates at a pure, high frequency, and your system instinctively seeks it out to heal and recalibrate. Solitude isn't about loneliness anymore. It's about reconnecting with your own inner voice, the one that got drowned out by the noise of the world. And finally, we arrive at phase 6, purpose-driven detachment. This is where it all comes together. You're no longer detaching out of pain or frustration. You're detaching with intention. You choose to disconnect from the news, from mindless scrolling, from gossip, not because you're avoiding the world, but because you're choosing to build your own. Your focus shifts from what's wrong with the world to what you can create. You become detached from the outcome because you so in love with your own journey and your own inner peace. This is true freedom. It's not about not caring. It's about caring so much for your own alignment that nothing can pull you out of it. Recognizing these phases is the first step to navigating them with grace instead of fear. You are not broken. You are not going crazy. You are expanding. This journey of detachment is actually a journey of deep reattachment to your true self. Thank you for being here and sharing this space with me. If you resonated with this, leave a comment below telling me which phase you're in. It helps all of us feel less alone. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Do you ever feel like you're living your life for someone else's approval? I used to be that person. My world revolved around what other people thought of me. I'd post a picture and then anxiously refresh my phone, counting the likes, my mood rising and falling with each notification. I'd change my opinions in a heartbeat just to fit in, to avoid making waves. I was so afraid of being judged, so I built this carefully curated version of myself that I thought everyone would love. But the truth is, I didn't even love that version of myself. I was living in a cage I built myself, and the bars were made of other people's expectations. One day, it just hit me. I was exhausted. Tired of performing, tired of pretending. I looked at the people whose approval I was so desperately seeking, the ones who were quickest to judge, and I saw a pattern. They were often the most unhappy, the most insecure, the ones who were fighting their own demons. Their judgment wasn't really about me at all. It was a reflection of their own self-loathing, and in that moment, something shifted. I decided to stop. Just stop. I stopped explaining my choices. I stopped apologizing for my passions. I stopped asking for permission to be who I truly am. I stopped shrinking myself down to fit into spaces where I was never meant to be. It was terrifying at first. I felt exposed, vulnerable. I lost some friends. People I thought were in my corner suddenly disappeared when I stopped being the person they wanted me to be. And you know what? It was the most liberating experience of my life. Because once I cleared out all that noise, once I made space, something incredible happened. The right people started showing up. People who celebrated my quirks instead of criticizing them. People who were drawn to my real, messy, authentic self. They didn't need me to be perfect. They just needed me to be me. I found my tribe not by searching for them, but by finally having the courage to stand still and be myself, letting them find me. The connection I have with these people is 1,000 times deeper and more meaningful than any fleeting validation I got from 100 likes on a post. This journey isn't about becoming arrogant or not caring about anyone. It's about shifting the source of your validation from the outside world to the inside. It's about building a foundation of self-worth that is so strong no amount of external judgment can shake it. It's learning to be your own biggest cheerleader, to trust your own instincts, and to love the person you are when no one is watching. That's where true, unshakable confidence comes from. If you're still living for the likes, if you're still a prisoner to what other people think, I want you to make a promise to yourself today. I want you to take the first step. Right now, go down to the comments and type, "I deserve to be loved for who I am." Let that be your declaration. Your first step towards freedom. I'm going to read and like every single one of those comments. Because I see you and I know the incredible strength it takes to choose yourself. This is your life. Don't waste another second of it trying to get an invitation to a party you were never meant to be at. The real celebration is happening right here inside of you. Thank you so much for watching and sharing this space with me. If this message resonated with you, please hit that like button and subscribe for more content on living an authentic and fulfilling life. I'll see you in the next video. Have you ever looked at your closet overflowing with clothes and still felt like you had nothing to wear? I know I have. My life used to be a fortress built of stuff. Piles of clothes I never wore, gadgets I thought I needed, and so much clutter that it felt like the walls were closing in. It wasn't just physical mess. It was mental noise. Every object was a reminder of money spent, a decision to be made, or a past I was clinging to. I was drowning in my own possessions, feeling stressed, anxious, and completely overwhelmed. I knew something had to change, but I had no idea where to even begin. One day, I just couldn't take it anymore. I looked at my mountain of belongings and realized none of it was making me happy. In fact, it was doing the opposite. It was suffocating me. That's when I decided to take on a challenge, a personal mission to reclaim my space and my sanity. I made a simple rule. If I hadn't used something in the last 6 months, it had to go. No excuses, no what-ifs, no sentimental hoarding. I was terrified, honestly. What if I needed that dress for a hypothetical party? What if I suddenly decided to take up that hobby I bought all the gear for 3 years ago? The first few days were the hardest. I'd pick up an old designer bag I'd saved for months to buy, one I'd never even used, and feel a pang of guilt. I was attached to the idea of it, the status it represented, not the item itself. But I pushed through. I started sorting everything into 3 piles: keep, sell, and donate. The keep pile was surprisingly small. The sell and donate piles grew into mountains. I spent hours taking photos, writing descriptions, and listing things online. It was a ton of work, but with each item I listed, I felt a little bit lighter. Then something incredible started to happen. The sales notifications began rolling in. A little cha-ching here, a sold, notification there. It was exciting. In that first month alone, I made over $3,500 just from selling the clutter that was weighing me down. It was like finding buried treasure in my own home. That money was amazing, but it wasn't the real prize. The real magic happened in the quiet moments after. As my room started to empty, my mind started to clear. The constant visual noise was gone. My apartment transformed from a chaotic storage unit into a peaceful sanctuary. I had space to breathe, to think, to just be. I found that I didn't miss any of the things I got rid of. Not a single one. My inner peace skyrocketed. I started my mornings with meditation instead of a frantic search for a matching pair of shoes. I had more time, more energy, and a profound sense of calm that I hadn't felt in years. I learned a powerful lesson through this journey. True abundance isn't about having everything. It's about needing very little and appreciating what you have. It's about freedom from the endless cycle of wanting more. It's about realizing that the best things in life aren't things at all. If you feel like your stuff is controlling you, if you feel suffocated by your own home, I invite you to try this. Start small. 1 drawer, 1 shelf, 1 corner of your room. Let go of what no longer serves you and see what you gain in return. It might just change your life. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more on living a simpler, happier life. Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're diving deep into a topic that's close to my heart and I believe close to yours too: the power of awakening. Have you ever felt like there's more to life than what you see on the surface? A deeper meaning, a hidden current running beneath everything? That feeling isn't an accident. It's a call. A gentle nudge from the universe, from your higher self, telling you it's time to wake up. Many of us go through life on autopilot. We follow the script we've been given. Go to school, get a job, follow the rules. We chase things we're told will make us happy: money, status, possessions. But even when we get them, there's often a lingering emptiness, a sense that something crucial is missing. This is what I call the great sleep. It's a comfortable state, but it's not where we're meant to stay. The universe is constantly sending us signals, little breadcrumbs to lead us back to our true nature. So, what does it mean to awaken? It's not about becoming a guru or moving to a monastery. It's about shifting your perception. It's the moment you start questioning the reality you've been sold. You begin to see the patterns, the conditioning, the limiting beliefs that have held you back. It's like you've been watching a movie your whole life, and suddenly you realize you're not just a character in the film, you're also the director. You have the power to change the script. This awakening process often starts with a crack. It could be a major life event, a moment of profound beauty, or just a quiet afternoon when a new thought pops into your head. Through this crack, the light gets in. You start to notice synchronicities, meaningful coincidences that feel too perfect to be random. You might see repeating numbers, run into the right person at the right time, or find a book that answers a question you were just thinking about. These aren't just coincidences. They are the universe winking at you, confirming you're on the right path. One of the biggest shifts during an awakening is the realization that you are not your thoughts. For years, we identify with the constant chatter in our minds, the worries, the judgments, the fears, but you are the awareness behind those thoughts. You are the silent observer. When you learn to detach from the mental noise and just observe it, you reclaim your power. You stop being a slave to your mind and start using it as the powerful tool it's meant to be. This is the foundation of true inner peace. Another key aspect is connecting with your intuition, your inner guidance system. We've been taught to rely on logic and external validation, but our deepest wisdom comes from within. It's that gut feeling, that quiet voice that knows what's best for you. Learning to trust that voice, even when it doesn't make logical sense, is a game changer. It will guide you toward your purpose, your joy, and your most authentic life. Start by paying attention to those subtle feelings and nudges. The more you listen, the louder and clearer that inner voice will become. As you awaken, your values will likely change. Things that used to seem important might fade away, and you'll find yourself drawn to connection, purpose, and growth. You'll crave authenticity in yourself and in others. This can sometimes feel isolating, as you may outgrow relationships or situations that no longer align with your new frequency. But trust the process. The universe will bring new people and opportunities into your life that are a perfect match for the new you. You're not losing anything. You're simply making space for what truly belongs. The journey of awakening is a beautiful ongoing process. It's not a final destination you arrive at, but a continuous unfolding. There will be ups and downs, moments of clarity and moments of confusion. Be patient and compassionate with yourself. Remember, you are a spiritual being having a human experience, and every part of it is sacred. Embrace the journey, trust your inner guidance, and know that you are deeply supported. We're already 14 minutes in, that's insane. If you're still here, you're my people. Your soul chose to awaken today. Do this now. Send this video to that one person you know needs to hear it, and comment, "I am an awakened soul" below. I will be personally sending a free energy activation audio to you and your demons as a thank you for being on this path with me. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the comments. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into a topic that I know resonates with so many of you. It's that constant hum in the background, that feeling of being on edge. That little voice telling you all the things that could go wrong. I lived with it for years, and it was exhausting. But I want to share something with you today, something that truly changed my life. I found a way to not just manage my anxiety, but to transform my relationship with it. It's a journey for sure, and it's not always easy, but it is so worth it. So if you've ever felt trapped by your own thoughts, or if you're just looking for a little more peace in your daily life, stick around. We're going to explore 5 powerful shifts that help me find freedom, and I truly believe they can help you too. Let's start with the first big one, embracing imperfection. For the longest time, I was caught in the perfectionism trap. I thought perfection was a shield. But the truth is, it was a cage. The pressure I put on myself was immense. The breakthrough came when I realized that striving for perfection was actually fueling my anxiety, not fixing it. It's human. I began to celebrate my efforts instead of just my results. And you know what happened? The world didn't fall apart. In fact, my world got bigger and brighter. So my invitation to you is to let go of that impossible standard. Give yourself permission to be beautifully, wonderfully imperfect. Next up, and this one is a game changer, moving your body. When we're anxious, we tend to live entirely in our heads. Our thoughts race, we overthink everything, and we get stuck in these mental loops. One of the most effective ways to break that cycle is to get out of your head and into your body. For me, that meant starting a simple, consistent movement practice. Maybe it's a walk in the park, paying attention to the feeling of your feet on the ground. Maybe it's some stretching in the morning, or even just dancing around your living room to your favorite song for 5 minutes. The point is to connect with your physical self. Exercise releases endorphins, which are natural mood lifters, but it also serves as a powerful form of meditation in motion. It pulls your focus away from the what-ifs and grounds you firmly in the right now. Find a form of movement that you genuinely enjoy, something that feels good for your body, and make it a non-negotiable part of your routine. You'll be amazed at how much lighter you feel. Number 3. Stop trying to control everything. Oh, this was my signature move. I was the queen of control. I had planners, calendars, and to-do lists for my to-do list. I planned every second of every day. And if anything went off script, I would completely lose it. My anxiety would skyrocket because I felt like I was losing my grip. It was my way of trying to manage the uncertainty of life. But then life did what life does. It threw me a massive curveball, and I lost everything I was trying so desperately to control. It was devastating, but it was also the most profound lesson. That's when I finally understood. Controlling is just resisting reality. Surrendering is about trusting the process. Today, I live in flow. I still have goals and I make plans, but I hold them loosely. I leave space for magic, for spontaneity, for life to surprise me. And the most incredible things happen when I just let go. If you're a control freak too, I get it. It comes from a place of fear, but I challenge you to try something. Take a deep breath with me right now, and just for this moment, let go. In the comments below, I want you to write "I trust the universe" as a declaration to yourself. Let's practice trusting together. The fourth shift is about nourishing your mind with positivity. Think of your mind like a garden. If you constantly plant seeds of worry, fear, and negative self-talk, that's what's going to grow. Your reality will be a reflection of those anxious thoughts. For a long time, my mental garden was overrun with weeds. I was constantly consuming negative news, scrolling through social media that made me feel bad about myself, and engaging in conversations that were focused on problems rather than solutions. I made a conscious decision to change my mental diet. I started my day with gratitude, listing 3 simple things I was thankful for. I unfollowed accounts that triggered my anxiety and followed ones that inspired and uplifted me. I started listening to positive podcasts and reading books that expanded my perspective. It's not about ignoring the bad things in the world, but about choosing where you focus your energy and attention. What you feed your mind matters. Actively curate your mental environment. Plant seeds of hope, gratitude, and possibility, and watch how your inner world begins to change. And finally, the fifth and perhaps most important step, seeking connection. Anxiety can be incredibly isolating. It convinces you that you're the only one who feels this way, that no one would understand. It makes you want to withdraw and hide. But the antidote to that isolation is connection. It's reaching out and sharing what you're going through with someone you trust. For me, this meant opening up to a close friend and eventually seeking support from a therapist. And I want to be really clear here. There is absolutely no shame in asking for help. It is a sign of incredible strength. Talking about your feelings takes the power out of them. When you say your fears out loud, they often seem so much smaller than they do when they're bouncing around in your head. Whether it's a friend, a family member, a support group, or a mental health professional, find your people, let them in. Connection reminds us that we're not alone in our struggles. So there you have it, 5 shifts that helped me go from being constantly anxious to living a life of more peace, joy, and freedom. It's a journey of embracing imperfection, moving your body, letting go of control, nourishing your mind, and seeking connection. It's not an overnight fix, but every small step you take makes a difference. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. If this video resonated with you, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content on living a more conscious and fulfilling life. I'll see you in the next one. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into a topic that so many of us struggle with but often don't talk about enough: letting go. Specifically, letting go of the people and habits that are holding us back from becoming the best version of ourselves. I've gone through this journey myself, and let me tell you, it's not easy, but it is absolutely worth it. So, I want to share the 5 most important things I had to let go of to truly find happiness and peace. Stick with me because the 4th one is probably the most painful, but also the most transformative. Let's start with number 1, letting go of the need for everyone's approval. For years, I was a people pleaser. I would change my opinions, my style, even my hobbies, just to fit in and be liked. I was constantly seeking validation from others, and it was exhausting. I realized that the only approval I truly needed was my own. The moment I started making choices based on what felt right for me, not what I thought others wanted to see, my confidence soared. It's liberating to know that you can't be everyone's cup of tea, and that's perfectly okay. The right people will love you for exactly who you are. The second thing I had to release was the fear of failure. This fear kept me playing small for so long. I wouldn't apply for that job, I wouldn't start that creative project, I wouldn't even speak up in meetings. I was so scared of looking stupid or not being perfect. But here's the secret. Failure isn't the opposite of success, it's a part of it. Every successful person has a list of failures a mile long. Once I reframed failure as a learning opportunity, as a stepping stone, everything changed. I started taking more risks, and guess what? I started achieving more than I ever thought possible. Don't let the fear of striking out keep you from playing the game. Next up, number 3. I let go of comparing my journey to others. Oh, the comparison trap. In the age of social media, it's so easy to scroll through perfectly curated feeds and feel like you're falling behind. I used to look at other people's successes, their careers, their relationships, their travel photos, and feel a pang of jealousy and inadequacy. It was a constant cycle of self-doubt. But I had to remind myself that we're all on different paths with different timelines. Someone else's success doesn't diminish your own. Your journey is unique to you. So I learned to put my blinders on, focus on my own lane, and celebrate my own progress, no matter how small. That's where true contentment lies. All right, let's talk about number 4. This is the big one. This one hurts. I had to let go of toxic relationships. I kept an 8-year friendship that was slowly but surely destroying me from the inside out. On the surface, it looked fine, but behind the scenes, it was a different story. She would speak badly about me behind my back, constantly compare me to others, and just drain every ounce of my energy. Every time I left her, I felt worse about myself. But I was terrified of being alone. The thought of ending an 8-year history was paralyzing, but one day I hit my breaking point. I realized I had to choose myself. I had to choose my own mental health and my own happiness over a familiar, comfortable misery. So I did it. I cut her off. I blocked her number, unfollowed her on everything, and just disappeared. It hurt like hell. For a while, the loneliness was intense, and I questioned my decision 100 times. But then, something amazing happened. About 30 days later, the 3 greatest friends of my life showed up. It was like the universe was waiting for me to clear out the old, toxic energy to make space for the new, positive connections. This taught me the golden rule of awakening. You never ever lose someone who truly loves you. You only make space for what is reciprocal. If you're listening to this and you know there's someone you need to cut off, I want you to know you're not alone. I've got your back. If this resonates with you, comment down below. I deserve healthy relationships. Let's support each other. And finally, the 5th thing I let go of was the past. I used to carry my past mistakes and regrets around like a heavy backpack. I would replay conversations in my head, wishing I'd said something different, or dwell on choices I made years ago. But you can't move forward if you're constantly looking in the rearview mirror. I had to learn to forgive myself, to accept that those experiences shaped who I am today, and then let them go. The past is a place of reference, not a place of residence. True freedom comes when you realize that every single day is a fresh start, a new opportunity to write a different story. So those are the 5 things I let go of to change my life. Letting go of the need for approval, the fear of failure, the comparison trap, toxic relationships, and the past. It's a continuous process, but every step you take brings you closer to a more authentic and joyful life. Thank you so much for watching and for letting me share my heart with you today. If this video helped you in any way, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more content like this. Remember to be kind to yourself on your journey. See you in the next one. Have you ever felt like you're playing a character in your own life? Like you're wearing a mask, or maybe even a dozen different masks just to fit in? I know I have. For years, I was the ultimate people pleaser. I'd wear the agreeable mask at work, nodding along to ideas I didn't believe in. With certain friends, I'd put on the cool mask, pretending to love things that honestly bored me to tears. On dates, it was the perfect partner mask, hiding all my quirks and insecurities, terrified of being judged. Each mask was a little betrayal, a betrayal of my own thoughts, my own style, my own soul. I'd say yes when every fiber of my being was screaming no. I'd laugh at jokes that weren't funny. I'd dress in ways that felt like a costume, not like me. I was so desperate for everyone else's approval that I completely lost my own. The person in the mirror became a stranger, a collection of personas I created for others. And let me tell you, it is exhausting. It's a lonely and hollow way to live, constantly worrying about which mask to wear for which audience. Then one day, I just got tired, so incredibly tired of the performance. I was tired of betraying the one person I should have been loyal to all along, myself. It wasn't a sudden explosion, but a quiet, firm decision. I decided to stop. I started small. I said no to a plan I didn't want to go to. It was terrifying, but the world didn't end. Then I wore that quirky outfit I loved but was always too scared to wear in public. Some people stared, but others smiled. I started sharing my real opinions, the ones I used to keep locked away. And something amazing happened. Sure, some people didn't like the real me. They were used to the mask, the agreeable character I played, and that was okay. It stung at first, but it was also liberating. Because for every person who drifted away, someone else leaned in closer. The other half, they loved me for real. They loved my weird opinions, my unique style, my authentic self. The friendships that remained became deeper, more meaningful. My relationships became more genuine. But the biggest change happened within. By taking off the masks, one by one, I finally started to see myself clearly. I looked in the mirror, and for the first time in a long time, I recognized the person looking back. And I liked her. I started to love her. That golden light you see in those movie moments, it's not an external effect. It's the feeling of self-acceptance, of finally coming home to yourself. It's the warmth of knowing you are enough exactly as you are. It's about choosing your own peace over others' opinions. It's about honoring your own feelings and desires. It's about building a life that feels true to you, not one that looks good to everyone else. The journey to authenticity isn't always easy. It requires courage to be vulnerable and to let go of the need for universal approval. But the reward is a life filled with genuine connection, self-love, and a profound sense of freedom. You deserve to be seen and loved for who you truly are, not for the masks you wear. If you feel like you've been hiding behind masks, I want you to make a promise to yourself today. Take a small step towards being your true self. Say no to something you don't want to do. Wear that thing that makes you feel amazing. Share an opinion you're passionate about. Start your journey back to you. If you're ready to stop betraying yourself and live an authentic life, I want you to declare it right now. Go down to the comments and type "I am authentic" to hold yourself accountable and join a community of people choosing to be real. Thank you for watching, and remember to subscribe for more content on living your most authentic life. Have you ever been kept awake at night by the thought of death? That cold, creeping fear that one day it all just ends. I know that feeling all too well. For years, I was trapped in a cycle of panic attacks, my mind consumed by this one single, terrifying thought: what happens when I die? I'd lie there, heart pounding, sweat beading on my forehead, absolutely convinced that I was staring into a black abyss. The thought of non-existence was so heavy, so suffocating, that it felt like I was already living in a tomb. It robbed me of my joy, my peace, and my ability to truly live in the present moment. Every beautiful sunset, every laugh with a friend, was tinged with the sorrow that it was all temporary, all fleeting, all destined to be erased. It was a miserable way to live, constantly haunted by the end. But then something shifted. It wasn't a single event, but a gradual awakening, a slow dawn breaking through the darkest night of my soul. Through deep meditation, reading, and listening to the wisdom of those who had peered behind the veil, a new understanding began to take root. It was a realization so profound, so earth-shattering, that it completely rewired my perception of reality. I came to see that what I feared wasn't death itself, but the death of my ego, the death of this character I play in this lifetime. The truth that set me free is this: we do not die. The body, this incredible, intricate vessel that carries us through this earthly experience, it does. It returns to the earth as all physical things do. But us? The real us? The consciousness, the soul, the spark of divine energy that animates this form? That never ever ends. We are eternal beings of light and energy, temporarily housed in a physical shell. Think of it like this: your body's a car you're driving for a road trip. The trip will eventually end and you'll have to get out of the car. But you, the driver, you don't cease to exist just because the car is parked. You simply step out and go home. That's what death is. It's not an ending. It's a transition. It's a homecoming. It's like taking off a tight, worn-out suit of clothes at the end of a long day and slipping into something infinitely more comfortable and freeing. It's a return to our true state of being pure, boundless energy, connected to everything in the universe. We are not just drops in the ocean. We are the entire ocean in a drop. When you look up at the night sky, at the swirling galaxies and distant stars, that's what you are. You're made of that same stardust, that same cosmic energy that has existed for billions of years and will exist for billions more. This understanding didn't just ease my fear. It annihilated it. It replaced terror with a deep, unshakable peace. And what's more, it completely transformed how I live my life. I used to be so afraid of taking risks, of loving too deeply, of living too loudly, because I was scared of losing it all. But now I live every single day as if it's my last, not in a reckless way, but in a fully present, appreciative way. I savor every moment I love without reservation, and I pursue my passions with everything I've got. Because I know that this experience is a precious gift, but it's not the final chapter. The story goes on forever. There is no end, only endless transformation and evolution. If this idea resonates with you, if you feel that truth vibrating deep within your soul, take a moment to honor it. Let that feeling of eternal connection wash over you. If this truth just hit you deep, go down to the comments and declare it for yourself. Right, I am eternal. Affirm it, feel it, and know it in your core. You are not just a fleeting blip in time. You are a timeless, magnificent, and eternal soul. Thank you for listening. Remember to subscribe for more journeys into the heart of what it means to be alive. Hello, beautiful soul, and welcome. If you found your way here, know that it's not by accident. Your higher self, your inner guide, has led you to this moment, to this message. There's a powerful shift waiting to happen within you, and today we're going to unlock it together. Let's start with a quick but powerful recap of the things that are holding you back, the energetic chains that you are now ready to break. These are the 6 things you must consciously decide to stop doing right now in this very moment. First, stop seeking external validation. Your worth is not a currency to be earned from others' opinions. It's an innate, unshakable truth that resides within you. You don't need applause or approval to be magnificent. You simply are. Let that sink in. Your value is not up for debate. Second, stop clinging to material things. Possessions can bring temporary comfort, but true, lasting fulfillment comes from within. The joy of a sunset, the warmth of a genuine connection, the peace in a quiet moment, these are the real treasures. Release the grip on the temporary and make space for the eternal. Third, stop trying to control everything. The universe has a flow, a divine rhythm that is far wiser than our limited perspective. Trying to control every outcome is like trying to command the tides. It's exhausting and futile. Instead, learn to dance with the flow. Trust the process. Surrender to the journey and you'll find a peace that control could never offer. Fourth, stop keeping toxic relationships. This is a crucial one. Your energy is sacred. It's your life force. Don't offer it freely to those who drain it, disrespect it, or take it for granted. Surround yourself with people who reflect your light, who celebrate your growth, and who honor your soul. Releasing what no longer serves you isn't an act of cruelty. It's an act of profound self-love. Fifth, stop betraying your authentic self. For so long, you may have worn masks to fit in, to be accepted, to avoid conflict. But your true self, the unique, unfiltered you, is your greatest gift to the world. Stop silencing your inner voice. Stop shrinking to make others comfortable. Stand in your truth, speak your heart, and live your purpose unapologetically. The world needs your unique light, not a copy of someone else's. And 6, stop fearing death. This is the ultimate release. Understand that you are not just this physical body. You are an eternal, infinite consciousness having a temporary human experience. Death is not an end. It is a transition, a return to the boundless energy from which you came. When you release the fear of ending, you truly begin to live. You start to embrace every moment with presence, gratitude, and love. Now take a slow, deep breath in. And as you exhale, feel those 6 points. If you felt a stirring in your chest, a resonance in your heart, or a tingling in your body as we went through that list ... your soul chose this video today. This is not a coincidence. This is a divine appointment, so let's do this. Let's receive this activation together. Find a comfortable position, close your eyes if you feel called to, and breathe. Breathe deeply into your belly. And as you exhale, release all the tension, all the worry, all the old stories. Now receive these truths. Let them wash over you, not just as words, but as a living, breathing energy that awakens the knowing within you. You are already whole. There is nothing missing. You are not broken. You are a complete and perfect expression of the universe, right here, right now. You are already light. The brightest star in the cosmos has nothing on the brilliance that resides within your heart. You are a beacon of pure divine light. You are already eternal. You are an infinite soul on a timeless journey. You have been, you are, and you will always be. Feel this activation permeating every cell of your being. Feel the old limitations dissolving, the heavy energies lifting. You are awakening to the magnificent truth of who you are. This isn't something you need to become. It's something you are remembering. Carry this feeling with you. Let it guide your thoughts, your words, and your actions from this moment forward. You are activated. You are free. Thank you for sharing this sacred space with me. If this message resonated, please like, share, and subscribe to continue this journey together. Go in peace and in power. Hey everyone, it's me. If you're still here, if you've watched this video all the way to the end, I just want to say thank you. From the bottom of my heart, you're not just a viewer, you're my soul family. I can feel your energy, and I'm so grateful for you. I'm actually getting a little emotional just thinking about it. Because you stayed, because you're part of this journey, I created something special, a gift just for you. It's my 21-day awakening meditation program. This is the exact program that has already transformed the lives of over 37,000 people, helping them find clarity, peace, and their true purpose. And I want to give it to you, 100% free. The link is right there in the description and also in the pinned comment. Go ahead and download it now. I'm not sure how long I'll be able to keep it up for free, so please don't wait. Now, before you go, I have a small favor to ask. It helps us reach more people who need to hear this message. Please take a second to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and make sure you turn on all notifications so you don't miss what's coming next. And one more thing, I would love to hear from you. In the comments below, please write, "Thank you for waking me up." I read every single comment, and I will personally reply to the first 500 comments with a channel message, a little piece of guidance meant just for you. I truly believe you didn't find this video by accident. There's a reason you're here right now. Remember this, you are light, you are love, you are an eternal being of infinite potential. I love you so, so much. I can't wait to see you in the next one.